Hello, today we'll be talking about the Tesla marketing strategy. This strategy will be presented by Kyle Cordes, Joe Simkovich, John Rinaldi, and Stacy Alkowski. Here's a quick picture of the car that we're going to be talking about. This is the Model S. Joe's going to talk a little bit about the company introduction.
Thanks, Kyle. Tesla is a luxury electric car manufacturer. It was founded in 2003 in Silicon Valley. Its chairman and CEO is Elon Musk. It was named after Nikola Tesla, who invented the AC motor, which is used to power its cars. The mission is to accelerate the world's transition to sustainable transport. Tesla is not just an auto manufacturer, but also a technology and design company with the focus of energy innovation. Back to Kyle.
Okay, I'm going to briefly talk about the net income performance of Tesla. As you can see, they have had progressively pretty bad years net income wise, so we're here to help them with this marketing strategy. Okay, so here's another picture of the growth of the Model S in terms of manufacturing and production. You can see from 2012 to 2015, they've had a steady increase to about 12,000 vehicles delivered or produced for the Model S. John's going to talk about some of the product strategy.
So just a very quick picture of the exterior of the car, a couple different angles. As you see, it's really designed to be a luxury sedan rather than have that kind of traditional, what we might think of a traditional electric car look. From a MPGE, and that's just the government's way of kind of gauging or doing equivalency to miles per gallon. So it's 101 city, 102 in the highway. It gets about 170 miles on a 30-minute charge. From a horsepower perspective, it's got a very high-end ceiling from horsepower perspective, depending on the model of the Tesla S that you buy. And it can go from 0 to 60 in 2.8 seconds. So they really focus on performance, extended range, on the battery charge. From an interior perspective, there have been no design changes since 2012, but it's very much focused on that kind of luxury look, also with a high level of technology. You see that there's a 17-inch high-def touchscreen. From a scorecard perspective, we touched upon it. The style and performance are top of the line. Technology is actually trend-setting. So from a recommendations perspective, there are no recommendations. Okay, we're going to turn it over to Stacy.
Hey, I'm going to talk through the segmentation strategy. As we know, Tesla has absolutely sliced the car buying market. Tesla appeals to a really specific demographic and geographic group that, because of their affluence and buying power, are going to want this brand to grow with them. Right now, the typical Tesla buyer is male. 87% of our buyers are male, and they're skewing mostly over the age of 45. They're coming from urban, affluent areas, typically Silicon Valley and the Eastern Seaboard, and the majority of them are making over $100,000 a year, and therefore falling into the upper class. Now, looking ahead in terms of how we can broaden this, obviously we can expand across the gender boundaries to the female buyer. Our younger buyers have more discretionary spending, and I think that they could do more to market in those areas. In terms of the geographics, we can grow in expanded urban areas, also internationally, and where our older buyers are retiring, because there is a significant number of buyers in the close to retirement age. Finally, if Tesla provided less expensive vehicle options, they would certainly expand their market there. And by doing that, they'll broaden their market reach. So in terms of their score for market expansion, I'm giving them a yellow because there is a lot of room to grow and hopefully prosper.
Okay, thanks, Stacy. I'm going to talk a little bit about Tesla's positioning strategy. compared to the competitors. Currently, the strategy is they are high-end luxury car, top-of-the-line performance and styling, and they so happen to be in a fully electric vehicle. They've done a pretty substantial job of downplaying the aspects of the electrical vehicle and upplaying their technology. EV cars currently aren't seen as glamorous or sexy, and they have a reputation of very poor performance and styling. Tesla is changing this, so this is a very average positioning strategy. So my recommendation is position the car into the entry-level luxury car market, appeal to the mass market at about 30 to 35K, capture the singles market, maybe sacrifice some performance and be able to lower the price to hit these price ranges. The value proposition here is Tesla's customers want to be the key opinion leaders, and they really get this by this company. Elon Musk is a risk taker with developing PayPal, putting all of his money on the pay line, SpaceX, as well as SolarCity. They want exclusivity, which Tesla offers, low volume manufacturing, built to order. And finally, they want to be considered head of the curve customers, performance and styling of the top luxury car, as well as it being an electrical vehicle. This is really ahead of the curve. So Joe's going to talk about channel strategy.
Tesla is taking a different approach than most traditional car manufacturers. They don't have brick and mortar stores with vehicles and inventory on hand. They actually have kiosks and showrooms within high retail areas that have a lot of foot traffic because they want to grab new customers in and educate them. Here's a little look on what is available in the Philadelphia area. The black dots are charging stations. The red dots are actually the showrooms that customers can come in and get information about the cars and vehicles Tesla makes. A little evaluation. All sales are done online, which cuts down the cost for Tesla. They don't have to have inventory on hand or pay a sales staff. They have done a great job educating their customers. However, some negatives have been largely focused around the support of the business. There aren't very many charging stations. They're kind of spread out. Same with their dealerships. Test drives you have to book in advance. So this area definitely needs a lot of improvement for Tesla's business. My recommendations are more charging and better charging stations, more dealership locations, and the ability to test drive vehicles. Currently, you have to schedule a test drive, and the ability to purchase vehicles on a dealership site and create inventory and develop dealerships, since right now those do not exist.
Now, in terms of the scorecard, what we did here was we took a stoplight type of approach, looking at the current strategy and then where we want that strategy to go. So as you learned in terms of the channel strategy, there are a lot of negatives associated with that. Certainly our overall recommendation here is the need to support fulfillment, and we're going to move those into the yellow light. In terms of the segmentation and the positioning strategy, both of those are sort of in the middle right now, and they could go to the green positive area if they continue to expand the market and position more to the entry-level luxury market, which is a growing segment unto itself. And finally, with the product strategy, as you learned, that's actually really, really good. And we wouldn't make any proposed changes to that. So that's our scorecard for the Tesla Model S. We hope you enjoyed this presentation and look forward to your comments below.